All right, guys, we have got hand entry. This has a lot to do with your stroke efficiency, so let's hit the board. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to talk briefly about hand entry. Now, what is hand entry exactly? All right, we got the pool here, water. All right, we've got the block. We got dude who's making another appearance that's up here, and he's about to dive in. Now, hand entry is while you are swimming. All right, dude just dove in. So hand entry is the way that your hand actually enters the water for every stroke. Now, you'll hear different ways that people like to teach the hand entry as to how your hand should go into the water for freestyle, for butterfly, for backstroke. There's a lot of different methods and a lot of different preferences that are out there. But here are the big things that you need to worry about. Okay, so dude just dove in and now he's swimming. There we go. Now, here's his arm is about to go in the water for freestyle. And here's his hand down here, okay? Here's dude, he's about to swim. There you go. Hand is about to go in the water. The big thing that dude has to worry about is as his hand goes in the water, he needs to make sure that when his hand goes in the water, that it actually does not take down any bubbles. This is the big thing, because when you pull against the water, you actually want to be pulling against water. You don't want to pull against a water that's mixed with air that has bubbles in it. It's less stable, it's less solid, and it provides less thrust. So you want to make sure that when your hand goes into the water, that when you catch onto the water down here, that you do not take down a lot of air that creates a lot of bubbles coming up. Okay, that is bad. Bubbles are bad when your hand goes in the water. And you'll see different ways for hand entry. You'll see people who go in like this, or like this into the water. When you're talking about freestyle or backstroke or butterfly, you'll see all different methods. I personally don't care how the hand goes in as long as the hand does not take down a lot of air that creates a lot of bubbles. So that's what you're trying to do with the hand entry. Have it have a smooth entry. Usually people with freestyle, they have their hand enter a little bit shallow right here, and then they have an extension that goes underneath. So they're kind of sliding their hand into the water, which if you slide it in, it's going to eliminate a lot of the air that like slapping the hand down on top of the water is going to create. And that's one of the big problems you see with high school and summer league athletes, is that when their hand goes into the water, they're so excited about getting to that next stroke and turning their stroke over so fast that they slap their hands into the water doing the different strokes. But what they don't realize that they're doing is that when they slap their hands into the water, they're actually taking down a lot of bubbles, which is going to create a lot of turbulence through this area, which means as far as their stroke, they're trying really hard, but they're actually pulling against a less stable environment, which means they're not going to go as fast. Be sure to subscribe. Many more videos coming.